So Dreo is having a $200 Prime Day sale on July 1st, today. They are dropping their ChefMaker air fryer from $360 down to $200. That's $160 in savings. Is it really worth it? I've been hearing a lot of good things when it came to this air fryer that compete with a lot more expensive air fryers. This has a lot of cool features in it, like sous vide for personal pro chef meeting, yes. So you can do a lot of crazy cool things in this. We're gonna jump into the video right now. So let's go and check this out. A quick start guide, and it shows you very detailed instructions on what modes to use, how to properly clean it, what each mode does, as well as, you know, the app and all that. So I highly recommend to download the app. It also shows you some recipes here, so some marinade recipes and some other information there, so you can pretty much have a good time when you're cooking for this if you don't know how to cook. You have a cooking tray here on top. Let's go check this out. It'll cook on the bottom and circulate there on the bottom. You have this user manual here on the side. Right here we do have our cook probe. This is one of the unique parts of this, and there's a lot that will make you mind blown. Inject into your meat. It's like a thermometer basically. It's removable. Obviously don't 100% know, but we will figure out as we go along. And then we have the device here on the bottom. Grab this here. Honestly, that's not a big issue. On top here, this one, it shows you the water tank, because this has a water tank. So that way, whenever you have like your stuff on the inside, it'll actually keep it from drying out. So it sprays water and mists it with water on top of, you know, the chicken or whatever you have in there. And it's going to be pretty good. So that's what your water tank is here. It is removable, so you can wash this as well. And then obviously the design, like all Dreo products, looks absolutely gorgeous. So this just comes out completely, which is nice. If you have something that you need to shake up, you could shake up like fries or whatever. There we go. So we have this little tray. So to be able to clean this for the first time, this is 1800 watts, by the way. It says on the back here. So you're gonna put this in here to remove smell and odor and everything like that. You're gonna start it up. There is a certain mode that you have to do. You let it run for a little bit, and then that'll like de-sterilize the components on here. And then you can go ahead and wash everything. When it comes to the setup process for the first time, I didn't have it recorded because I forgot to press record, but it's super easy. It takes about 10-15 minutes to actually do this. It's really easy, like all Dreo products. You turn it on, you go to settings, you get the app, it's called Dreo. It'll automatically search for it, and then it'll pop up on your device. It'll look for Bluetooth and Wi-Fi. You connect it, boom, you're set. Really simple. And you can share this device to other household members, so that way they don't have to, you know, worry about not knowing what to do on it. But even if you don't download it, pretty much all of the features are on the touch display anyways. And you also get notifications. You can set notifications on your phone to alert you whenever your food's ready. So in case you're gaming or whatever, you can get an alert on your phone. You can set it to 2 minutes before it's about to be finished, 5 minutes before it's about to be finished, or you can turn it off completely. I have it set to 2 minutes, so whenever it's like about to be finished, I'm like ready. And yeah, it's very simple, very easy when it comes to that. No issues whatsoever. But for now, let's go and show you guys the steak process. So I did do a marinade. I left it overnight for the all meat, and we had, you know, onion powder, pepper, chili powder. We added a little bit of salt. We added 3 limes. We cut them up. We also had some other stuff, like I think it was cardamom or something like that, maybe some Italian seasoning. We had a bunch of different seasonings when it came to this. Later on, we figured out we didn't have enough seasoning, so we needed more garlic. We needed more onion powder. We needed more pepper, and we needed more spice to it. So we added more of that later on, but every time, regardless of whether it was like seasoned properly or not, the steak came out really good, regardless of, you know, the seasoning process. That is, you know, my user error, but the actual machine did a really good job. All right, so let's go ahead and prep the meat. So for this, we do need water. So we're gonna go ahead and fill up the water tank. And on the very top, I used our purified. And we also added this little cable management thing, so we can have the probe on the side at all times. Put the grilling rack there. Keep in mind of the max sear. That way you can actually have a good, you know, cook in general. We're testing out 2 steaks here just so we can actually see how many steaks we could actually properly fit. Obviously one's a little medium sized and one's small. Then we're going to go ahead and put some butter on top, apply the probe on it, and put it on the thickest part. And then we're going to go ahead and pick our closest one. So we had a sirloin steak, but the closest one I found was the New York strip, and we're going to do a sous vide. Now there's 2 different types of cooking styles. One is a lot less, which is about 20-30 minutes, the classic, and then the other one is the sous vide, and it requires water and more time. So we went with that one. it's just an estimated time. So it's going to say between 45 minutes to over an hour. And that's probably pretty true because, yeah, it won't take 45 minutes, that's for sure. It will take a lot longer. It'll go break down in the steps and tell you when it's getting closer to each step. That way you'll be pretty much aligned with it. So when it came to all the processes, we were taking a look at all of them. It was cooking the inside really, really well. It was keeping it very, very moist within the actual chamber itself, as well as spraying water on top of it so it just stays moist and retains the flavor within the marinade that we had. And then when it came to the browning stage, you can see it cooked really, really well when it came to browning it. Now, I ended up doing an extra 10 minutes at 400 degrees because I wanted it a little bit darker on the outside, just because I wanted it to be darker. This did not affect like the burntness, like it didn't taste burnt. It just looked a little dark and brown, which was nice, but it didn't affect the flavor at all. Maybe on some parts, but I honestly really loved when it's like looking like that. Like it's not super crispy, which is cool. So this is what it looks like right now with the butter and everything else like that. Very flavorful. Obviously, you have to be careful with the probe. It is hot, but once you lay it down, you can let it rest. And when we're cutting it into here, you can see, obviously, when I first set it up, it was set to medium rare, so I had to manually adjust it with the probe. But it did really, really good, considering that was the first time me trying and attempting it. Obviously, with use your air, and you can see the medium rare blood a little bit coming through, but it's not super, super pink. Like, this is viably eatable to me as well. All right, now it's time for the taste test. I invited my dad. He's going to go ahead and do some constructive criticism, which I highly appreciate. So let's go to find out.
Let me see if I can tell all your ingredients. I taste something sweet.
Probably brown sugar.
You put brown sugar? I taste sweet. That's about all I taste. You didn't put nothing else? What else did you put? Pepper? You put pepper?
Probably just not enough. I think I put too much brown sugar.
It's good, but I feel like it's missing something. This is a Chicago steak.
I just didn't want to like over season it, but yeah. I think I just didn't want to.
Whatever you want to put, that one is wood fire garlic. I would put more pepper, but if you're putting that, you just put. I would put a little bit more garlic too. Did you do both sides on the other ones?
So when it comes to the maintenance itself, you can water pipe drain. So it takes about 2 minutes, and it'll drain the remaining water throughout the whole water system. Basically, drain it. You also have a descaling mode for maintenance, and it sends to the device both of these options, and it cleans the whole water system. It's strongly recommended every 3 months in order to do that. Now, there are like certain things you have to do for that. I believe I've seen in the user manual you use baking soda with a water mixture in order to descale it. Correct me if I'm wrong. I hope I'm not wrong, but that's what I've seen in the user manual. It does show you step-by-step dummy instructions. It'll show you a detailed user manual, so you'll never lose it ever. The next step for maintenance is what you can put in the dishwasher and what you can't. For the cooking tray and the grilling rack, you can throw those in the dishwasher as well as manually do it by hand. Same thing with the non-stick basket. So the actual, thing that you take out, the big unit, you could put that in the dishwasher and manually clean it. The cooking probe, you cannot throw in the dishwasher because it has the contact pins. You just have to manually wash that by hand with a damp cloth. The water tank you can throw in the dishwasher, and you can wipe, obviously, manually by hand. These are 3 meals practically. We got 2 drinks, and that costs $3. And then we have our pollo asado. This is like a skewer meat, as you can see here. And these were only $5. So I said, why not? So I got those for a little quick snack. And then we also did get some pizza, which was $5.49. So if you taking it apart, each meal is about $7 to $8. Yes, I could add fries or some vegetables. It'll get that closer to that $10 mark. But I mean, these are the pizza that I bought. It's not a huge brand. It's not like DiGiorno or whatever, but 2 Jarritos, strawberry and pineapple. All right, so when it came to the pizza making process, they did fit perfectly, which is nice. I'm just going to cook one here just so I can obviously test it out. We defrosted it first because that's what it recommended. So we did 100 degrees Fahrenheit for 2 minutes, but I recommend boosting this up a little, and I'll break down my thing overall afterwards. But this is what it's going to look like. It's going to defrost, and then we're going to go into our next mode, which is just a regular air fry. And that's going to be 4 minutes at 300 degrees Fahrenheit. I ended up doing an extra minute. So let's just round it off to 5 minutes for 300 degrees. Obviously, I'm doing this all with testing, so I don't know exactly 100%. But even then, when I did this, it still came out pretty good. $3 meal. just because I want it a little bit more hot, but it's cooked. It's good. There's also another mode called Creative Cook, and I actually love this feature because you're able to manually set your own cooking style. So let's say I have my flatbread, I had to defrost it first and then cook it to a different temperature, and then I also like to kind of like make it a little bit not burnt but like crusted on the outside, so it's like a little more firm and crispy. You could do that. So you can set it to different modes, different stages on your Creative Cook options. So here I have it as 6-inch flatbread to dethaw and then cook. Cook time is 11 minutes total. So it has 3 minutes of defrosting at 130 degrees Fahrenheit, 6 minutes of a classic air fry at 280 degrees. Crispy on the outside would be 360 degrees for 2 minutes. That's what I found perfectly because I did 2 testings obviously, because it came with 2 pizzas, and both of those testings, it wasn't having to have the middle cooked as properly, and that was due to the fact that it wasn't fully dethawed, and then it had to become a lower temperature in the second stage. So I tweaked it a little bit, and I made sure that it was good enough to how I like my pizza. So it's really cool that you can actually program it, set it, and then send to the device when it's ready. That way you don't have to continue to babysit the device and the pizza at the same time. You can just set it to one little schedule, I guess you could say, and then you'll be good to go. And perfect. This is why constructive criticism is key to making food. Don't be ashamed of it. So this is the steak now after attempt number 3 basically. The second one after that, constructive criticism helped out so much. The taste on it, way better. The cook on it, way better. And this is the last attempt that I recorded. You can see the way that this cut, so good. This is exactly how I liked my steak. A little bit pink in the middle, good on the outsides, super tender and super juicy. We're gonna go and show you what this tastes like. We're gonna show you my live reaction. It's just crazy that this came out of a air fryer. Like the browning on it, the juiciness, the flavor still that is within the marinade, it kept all the flavor and the profile. So we're gonna taste it. It's so good. It's so good. It's super juicy, and I did well done, but you could do whatever portion you want. The first time I did it, it was medium rare, I believe, like the rawest form, and I didn't even realize like how perfect this is. It's a really good. And for the final test, which we do have to do a little bit more often because I love cookies, so we're gonna try it in the air fryer. So we did 6 cookies, and on this range, that's pretty decent. So there's a few things I definitely want to improve on this recipe for sure. Obviously I didn't make them from scratch because that would have been a lot of time wasted, so it's just a little quick test, but I want to do it next time at a very low temperature, probably 200 degrees Fahrenheit or 250. I did it at 315 for I think 6 minutes. It cooked really fast, but it was like already golden on the outside and it wasn't supposed to be, so I had to lower the temperature definitely next time. It's extremely quick. That's the thing that still blows my mind. It's so quick that it's like it heats up so fast, like a little too good, because our other unit, it took way too long. It was about the same time as the oven. It was a little bit faster than the oven. This one's at least 3 times faster than the oven, at least 3 or 4 times faster, which is insane. Like I could show you a little side-by-side comparison. This is our old unit, super big, super heavy, very loud. This is the new unit, very futuristic, super sleek and modern, small and compact. It'll fit in any area, and it's super quiet as well. Look at the sound comparison for both of them. Oh wait, the big one broke, so you can't hear it. I honestly really love the Dreo products. I'm not just glazing them just because they sent me a free unit. I actually genuinely like it. For $200, if you could cop yourself a Dreo air fryer, I honestly think it's worth it. Yes, there are other options out there. I know that. Want to cook a lot of meat and you don't want to go outside to grill or whatever, or if you're in a dorm or you just cannot use a barbecue, this is probably the best possible option that you can get. Hands down. Check out the Prime Day sale. $200 right now. I would highly recommend it. If you do get it, let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. If you already have it, let me know your thoughts down below as well. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one. We out.